and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Smith dropping to pass. Finds his man in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Jackson will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Oh, we got the wrong defense, man.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch.
Oh, he
got
catch in the middle. It's Davidson. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Tiger.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Oh, man, that defense. Kill it.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Smith wants to throw. Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout.
They straight to the left. Feel good.
Turnover can swing momentum.
Yeah, range.
Trying to take it back. Touchdown. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Changing into the field. Got the quick completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Smith dropping to pass.
Oh, that little defense sitting back there killing me. Keep throwing to him, too. God damn, Brandon.
That return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play.
Damn, I lost my groove. I ain't got the juice no more.
Great job securing the interception.
Fuck.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He's got the back in the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Tigers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll send the tight end in motion. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Lines him out of the backfield, and they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on third down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. Fourth, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
Jackson gonna throw it. Touchdown, Auburn! The offense cashing it in on that drive. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Ooh,
Get
trash.
the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out
We
to
look
an
like
early lead.
trash
They
right
have
now, boy.
20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, we head to Dallas for a final update on one of the best games every year, the Red River Rivalry. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em. And they hooked a W in this one. Gonna be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll send the back in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, Tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Oh, that man throw it.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make it. Just missed him a little bit.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the kick and setting his offense up at the 24.
What the fuck happened? Seventeenth in the country.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Jackson will throw. Using the quick game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so different.
Oh, man, we got to get our ass kicked. That's crazy.
Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So
Yeah,
defensively, how do you
4
stop
picks,
him? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Yeah.
Turning it on. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Right on the money.
How many 1st downs is that alone? You know, just on this drive, the defense.
Oh, this fucking defense package stink.
You got to do something to change this.
God damn it.
Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on. And give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
It's tough to play through, Chipper.
That ball scoots through the back
I
of the
switched
end
my
zone.
defense the game before a walk to get my defensive end in because they had stars. This ain't the defense I need. They wasn't in the nickel ball.
The drive starts from the 25-yard line.
Got me. All right. How about some you?
Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback.
It is. It really is. Fucking living nightmare.
And this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown,
gonna take a shot.
God damn.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Timeout, Auburn. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It is perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pressure coming. This one's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Smith dropping to pass.
Oh, man.
Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Firing to the right, complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Rebels are on the move.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Smith wants to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to run it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Here comes the hurry up. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into
consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest.
Then the good guy, so he played for you. Great.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 18 over FIU. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Smith dropping to pass. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it up to 30. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gray. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Whitaker. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. They want to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love this job by the defense here in their own end. They're doing an outstanding job in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. Everybody's getting to their marks. They're breaking on the ball. They forced 3 straight incompletions here with their backs against the wall.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Jackson gonna throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Under fire. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He's got him. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Smith wants to throw. It's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, God.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Okay, Father.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Jackson will throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Quick strike complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Smith dropping to pass. Plucks it out of the air. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Steps away. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Whitaker. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll immediately call timeout. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Oh, man.
Is ready to go
Nigga
back
beat
to
me
work
with
on
one fucking
offense.
eye.
They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team